Hi guys, this is Stacy. I'm back again today with another Cricut Explore video. For today's video, we're making a card that is from the Make It Now projects. So to get started, you want to go to your computer and go to the Cricut Design Space webpage, cricut.com/design. You're going to see this screen here. Upper left-hand corner where it says Account, click on that, then click on Sign In. Then you want to enter in your email and your password. And then wait for it to verify you were logged in. And you can see that when your name appears in that green box. Okay, our name is there, so we're good. Stay on this screen here. Go to the right-hand side where it says All Categories. Click on that, and then go down to where it says Cards. And we're making the second card here on the first row. It says Succulent Card. Going to click on that to bring up your preview window, as well as your materials. Now, if you look at the materials or the supplies you need, it says you need a white piece of cardstock for your printable image because the flowers are going to print. A light piece of craft cardstock for the base of your card, purple cardstock for the greeting, gold glitter paper for this piece here, adhesive, foam squares, and then your sewing machine and thread. If you want to sew around the card, you can do that. I'm going to skip that part. All right, so on the bottom right where it says Customize, go and click on that. And this is going to bring up a preview of what the card will look like. Now, what I like about the Make It Now projects, you can rearrange things here to see how you like them. And I think the word thank you, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit too small. So I'm going to move the flowers out of the way for a moment. Take the flowers and kind of scooch them up a little bit. I'm not changing the sizes, just kind of scooching them up so they're not so close to the bottom. Okay, then my word thank you, I can select that and use little arrows and make that larger. I just think that looks better, larger. I think your greeting should stand out on the card. All right, so get that where you like it. I think it looks pretty good there. Now we have our pieces for the card. Now you can have the Cricut cut these for you. I think it's kind of silly. I'd rather cut them myself while the Cricut's printing. So the large rectangle you have here, if you go to your edit panel, you can see the size of it is 8.5 by 5.5. That's your standard size card. So go ahead and cut a piece of cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, then score it in the center for your cardstock base. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to delete this layer by hitting the X. Then we have this piece here. That was our tan pattern paper. The edit panel tells us this is 4 inches by 3. Write that down and you can go ahead and cut this piece out on your own versus the Cricut cutting it. So I have just delete that one. And this piece here, this is where the gold cardstock was, the gold glitter one. I'm using just a plain cardstock piece. If you have it selected, the edit panel tells you the size is 4.22 in width by 1.22 tall. I'm making mine about 1 1/4 tall by a little bit past 4. So we can go ahead and delete that piece as well. So all we have left is our flower pieces, our 3 flowers that are going to be printed, and our text. The small flower here, I'm going to have that selected, then go up top and hit copy, and then paste. This way I'll have 2 of them. I want to put one of the flowers on the inside of the card. Okay, so now I have 2 of the small flowers, and the one's going to go on the inside of the card. I have a piece of white cardstock in my printer. Let's go ahead and click on Go. And I'm just using the Walmart brand, the Georgia Pacific cardstock. That's fine for printing and cutting. So give it a second to load up on our mat. All right, I'm not going to show this part, but you're going to print this piece. You're going to print this out. When you put it in your Cricut, you want to make sure these arrows, the registration marks, are at the very top left-hand corner of the mat. It's going to read those and then cut the flowers out. When it's done that, it's going to cut out the other piece here. You can use a scrap piece of cardstock for your text. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on Go. Have this cut out. Then be at the table and put the card together. All right, guys, everything's cut out. We're going to go ahead and get started on the card. So we have our card base. Remember, this was 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This is Stampin' Up! Soft Suede. Then we have the piece, the pattern paper. This was 4 by 3. Then this was our gold glitter paper. I changed it out for this color, which is Crumb Cake. And this I did 1 1/4 by 4 1/8. Then we have our little flowers. They're going to go here like that. Our extra flowers are going to go on the inside. The first thing I want to do before I do anything of this, I want to go and put my lettering on. So I'm going to bring my mat over here and take my letters off the mat very carefully. They are pretty intricate. Come on, there we go. Now the word thank, it is welded, but the N and the K are not connected. Or they are, but they're not connected to the T, the H, and the A. So, I know what I like to do. I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. I'm just going to use I'll use this piece of cardstock that I used to cut my flowers out with. Alright, I'm going to bring in my ruler. And I'm going to use, this is the Tim Holtz ruler. Or not the Tim Holtz, oh my gosh. Tim Holtz. I was thinking Jim Holtz for some reason. I'm lining it up at the bottom of my card. About a 1/4 inch of the way up. And I'm going to use this Zig glue and my letters. Okay, my tweezers. Kind of get that started in just a little bit. Like that. Then hold your ruler down, then line up your letters with your ruler. Okay. That way you can make sure they're somewhat straight. Okay, let's do the N and the K as well. And I'll line those up, and you want to kind of snug them up next to one another so it looks like they're welded together. Yeah, this glue is giving me oh my gosh, this is a mess, this card. Okay, excuse the glue mess with your card, or with this card. Okay, then I have the U. I'm going to put some glue on there. I'm going to kind of top off the extra. Alright, now you notice we can't line up the Y, so I just line up the O and the U and kind of get it where it's supposed to go. Then take the ruler away. Okay, then trying to get it on there. This is a complete mess, guys, this glue. I don't like that glue at all. This isn't going to stay. You know what, it's going to be what it is. I'm not going to redo it. It's going to be a messy, messy card. Okay, there's my horrible greeting. Yours would look a lot better than mine did, I'm sure. Alright, let's move all this away. Now we can go ahead and put our pieces on. So we have this piece. I'm going to use the Tombow glue. Okay, let me bring my little cup here to hold that up. I'm going to put this piece, your pattern paper, at the very top. You know, leaving a border like you would normally would with a card layer. Oh my gosh, that text down there is driving me bonkers. Oh well. Alright, then we have this piece here. Now if you want to, you can certainly sew this together. You can sew these two pieces, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, then we're going to lay this down. Like that, make sure it's straight. Okay, then we're going to glue our flowers down. So we have our 3 pieces. Just take a little bit of glue on the back of these guys. You don't need a lot of glue. I'm only going a little bit out, so this kind of can flare up a little bit. Okay, then grab this one. Lay that where you want it to go. Alright, then these ones here, we're going to go and put these on dimensionals. I'm going to use 3 on a larger flower. Okay, give them a squish. Take this off. They did print really well. They look nice. Alright, lay that one here. Okay, then this little guy, you can have them be flat if you want to, kind of tucked behind that if you want, or on a dimensional. I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I'm going to go on a dimensional. I'm going to use 2. That's what I grabbed. My hands are super sticky. That Tombow, I love it, but my gosh, it's sticky. You can hold a house together, I'm telling you. Alrighty. I'm going to kind of tuck this one under there still, even though it's the same size. Okay, so there's the front of the card minus my horrible greeting. Alright, forgive me for that. Alright, now we have the inside. That piece that was, you know, the 4 by 5 1/4. Now you don't want to do the inside, you don't have to. I just like doing the inside. I need to find. And you can always go ahead and cut this piece. You know, so you're not wasting that, so go ahead and cut that out. Alright, so we have that piece here. Our little flower. I like decorating the insides of the cards as well. I think that's where the most time is spent. That's where you're writing your greeting, or they're reading the greeting, so I think it should be just as pretty, if not prettier, than the outside. I'm going to kind of put this on the bottom. You can even go off a little bit if you want to, which I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut it off. So I kind of went off my card. Then flip it over, then just kind of cut that little bit off. Okay, I think it looks nice like that. Alright, then grab your glue again. Yeah, I would normally use my snail, but I'm out of that. So, alright, then bring this guy over. Put it on the inside of the card. And I think I cut this too little. Does not look like it's 4 by 5 1/4. Oh my gosh. It is. Why does that look so little? Is it me? This is not right. This is not 5.5 then, I'm telling you something. Oh my gosh, this is not 5.5. This is, yep, this is 5 3/4. That's kind of funny. Alrighty, so what, you know what, this is fine. It's one of them videos, guys. Okay, measure your card first before you cut it out. Now I got glue inside here. Oh my gosh. Okay, this card's going in the trash, but you guys get the idea, right? Okay, we're going to pretend that's larger. Okay, we're going to pretend the font is straight. That's kind of what the card looks like. So it's easy. You know, again, you guys can customize it to where you like it. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. But I did, in my defense, make a card before that, so this was a little better. The glue is still kind of wonky, but there's the inside of that one. So anyway, there's your card, guys. It is called the Succulent card. Really fun. If you do it correctly, make an art project. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.